Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to my channel. And if you do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like and leave a comment. So, guess what we make it today? If you have not guessed, or if you did guess, pistachio pound cake. Okay? I will go through and let you know everything that's going to go on the cake. So, I have my 3 sticks of salted butter. Some people use unsalted. I use salted. Excuse me. I don't put salt in my dry mix. I got 3 cups of white granulated sugar, 6 eggs at room temperature. The butter is at room temperature. 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, 3/4 a cup of vanilla creamer, and the flour I'm using is the Swan's Downs cake flour. In my flour, I have sifted in 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I also will be, matter of fact, I'm going to add a little green food coloring into the creamer. Just 1 drop. Hopefully that does it. And I'll be using the Pam's baking spray for my pan. I thought I had almond extract and I didn't. So I'll just be using regular vanilla extract. Let me see. So I'll be using vanilla extract. Oh my gosh. But of course we have this pistachio pudding mix inside of the mix. Okay, so I'm going to get started with creaming my butter. Also, make sure your hands are nice and clean before you get started baking, okay? Hands clean, okay? Even if you're cooking for yourself, still wash your hands. That's 1. Oh, if I drop that butter, make sure make sure your butter is at room temperature. Now, if I didn't have the baking spray, what I do use, so if you don't have baking spray, I usually would use, you know, the residue butter that's inside of the this, and rub it inside of my cake bun pan or whatever pan I'm going to use to bake with, and then, you know, flour the pan. Okay, let's get rid of this. And let me stir this up. See, that's the color green it turned. Didn't want to use too much of that creamer. I mean that food coloring, because to me, I don't know, food coloring changes the taste of food to me, but we'll see. Okay, so, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my 1/4 cup of oil in there. I'm also going to go ahead and add my tablespoon of vanilla. Measure with love. It's about a tablespoon. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Get this party started. So I'll mix that up a little bit. And then I might put a little bit of, so I got this whipped cream cheese for the icing. But I think I'm gonna put a little bit in here. So, and this is at room temperature too. So this right here is how many ounces is this? This is an 8 ounce, so I used half of it. So about 4 ounces. And just make sure it's at room temperature. Okay. That's it, that's all. Now I'm going to start adding my sugar. This part right here, you want to make sure that you really cream this sugar and butter, cream cheese, and oil together, because you want it to be light and fluffy. You want to get air into the butter. You don't want to get the grittiness of the sugar, because it will change the texture of your cake. Trust me, I know. And every now and then I will go through and scrape down the sides of my bowl, just to make sure everything is incorporated, because these petals don't touch the sides of the bowl. So you got to go in and make sure that everything is mixed in. And just scrape it down. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. It's no rush when you're baking your cake, because you want to take your time and do it with love. You know what I mean? Don't rush when baking cakes, and don't rush with doing anything. Take your time, get it right. I just want to make sure it's all mixed in well. You know, when you baking your cakes and stuff, if you're doing it for the holidays, do it like the day before. And you know what I mean? Because that way you don't have to rush. You'll bake your cake, it's good the next day, and you can free up your oven, your stove, and all that for the other holiday cooking that you might do. Turn this back up. So I'm going to let this spin for mix for another maybe like 8 minutes, and I'll be back. And while this was creaming or mixing, I went on ahead and greased my pan. And then I greased, because this makes so much, and this is not a big bunch of pan. So I got 2 smaller pans right here. Okay, let's get this going. Now I'm about to add my eggs. If you hear any noise, it's my dog. She's in the kennel and wants to get out. she will be okay. So here I'm going to add the eggs one at a time. You know, I have a guard that goes on here, but y'all, I promise that guard gets in my way. So once I get the eggs mixed in, then I will add my liquid. I will add, this is not a lot, I'll add my flour first, then I'll add the creamer. Then I'll add the rest of my flour. Flour first. This process, when you start adding the flour, you do not want to overmix your batter at all. You want to turn down the speed and let it go slow. You don't need it to be all creamy and smooth. You just want it to be mixed. Okay? So right here, I'm going to wipe down the sides of my bowl. I gotta get this all done because I gotta do my granddaughter's hair. Okay. Let's get this. So now I'm finna add my flour. I always make a mess. Flour, liquid, flour, the rest of my liquid. Oh, I wish I would have put the guard on there, but this process shouldn't take no more than a minute or two. Let me move this stuff out my way. Yeah. So your oven should be preheating at this point. You know, I started preheating my oven. I started preheating my oven before I even got started. Now I'm just gonna, you know, mix it in a little bit by hand. Ooh, this turned out to be a beautiful green color. Because I think, you know, the pistachio pudding that I added in with it, it's green as well. And then I put that little bit of green in with the I put that little bit of green in the creamer. Out my way. And I know you guys heard me say I got those 2 little ones because this makes a lot, and I don't have a big bundt cake pan, so I will put some in the, and I'll just use those as my little testers, you know. Hey, I'll clean off my mixer. I'll do it in a minute. So let me go ahead and start loading it. Woo! This thing is so heavy. Look at that pretty green. And I started to get some pistachios and put it in here, but the pudding already has pistachios in it, so I just didn't do it. Didn't do it. Ooh, child. It got little pistachios in it. So cute. If you hear my dog over there, she's just gonna keep on crying because she wants to get out. But I do not allow them in the kitchen. And I have a gate up, but I don't feel like putting the gate up. If I have to leave out, I don't want to keep bedding it up and back and forth. Not what I want to keep doing. And y'all let me know if y'all try this. This is the first time I'm making this pistachio cake. I want to try different recipes. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. And I usually put my cake in the center of the oven. You know your oven. Mine's is heating up to, mine's is at 325. And yeah, 325. But everybody's oven is different. Okay. So I just really use these as my little testers. Honestly, my grandkids love it when I make these little ones. Smooth it on around. So of course these smaller ones will get done quicker. If you have your oven at a low temperature and you know your oven, you can put more than one. You can put more than one cake get some more paper towels. You can put more than one cake in your oven. But you have to have your temperature low. That is a must. Even if you put more than, not even the smaller ones, but say for instance you're cooking 2 medium-sized bundt cakes, you want to have the oven at a low temperature. If you have a bundt cake pan that is huge, put your oven at a low temperature. It's just going to take longer to cook, but you don't have to worry about your cake getting dried out, overcooked around the edges, hard and crusty. Let's see here. I want to get every little drop. Did I drop some? Yes, I did. Remember when you could lick the bowl? Can't lick the bowl no more. It's not safe to lick the bowl no more. It is not safe to lick the bowl no more. You get sick. Okay, so my oven is heated at 325. I'm going in. Cake should cook for about an hour. We'll be back. Okay, you guys, so while the cakes are in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and bake the icing. So I told you, and also I saved a little under half of this, because I used 1 box and a little over half for the cake. And so I'm gonna mash this up a little bit, soften this on. And got my powdered sugar, probably like a cup and a half, 2 cups maybe. Let's see. Vanilla, but I don't. A little vanilla extract. If you have clear vanilla, use that, because quite naturally you could just mix this part up with your hands. I'm going to pour that in there. Hopefully, let me see how this turns out. And I'm going to put a little bit of the vanilla creamer in here. Just a little. A little goes a long way. And then, because you don't want to put too much, and then your this pistachio pudding mix was green enough, so I kind of want it right now. See, it's too thick. I want it thinner than that, so I'm going to add a little more of the vanilla, the creamer, and Excuse me. You just keep adding until you get the consistency that you want. Where I want it. It's better to add just a little bit at a time, y'all. Don't get impatient with it, because I'm telling you, if you put too much, it's gonna make it too thin and runny. Then you'll have to add more powdered sugar. Next thing you know, you'll be using a whole bag of powdered sugar. And you don't want that. Y'all, what I'm thinking about doing, because pistachios has like a saltiness to it. Let me see. Just a pinch. Just a pinch. So I didn't need to. I feel like if I survive the bear attack, I'm gonna be lying like hell too. You know what? I'm gonna give it to him. If I survive the bear attack, I'm y'all. That right there. That did it. Yep. I might add a little pinch more, so just a tick. Y'all, I hope I'm not overdoing it. Just a tick. I really hope I'm not overdoing it. Meanwhile, the cake's smelling really good. Y'all, I didn't overdo it. I didn't. Back after the cakes come out the oven and cool, I'm gonna clean up my area, and we're gonna get ready to, once the cake's cool, frost the cake. I'll have my granddaughter, who I'm finna get ready to wash her hair, all of this, and I'll have her taste it. We'll be back. Okay, so the smaller ones are done. Ooh. It turned out pretty good. Yeah, soften. That is delicious. Okay. Come through pistachio. I pinched off that one. Ooh, look how soft this is. Come through, come through. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is good. Literally. Oh. Y'all gonna have to try this. Try this, honey. And while you're trying, hit that subscribe button and that like button, okay? I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so this one is out of the oven. Look at that. It has cooled off. And yes. So what I'm gonna do now, because it's still a little warm, so I'm just going to pour this pistachio icing all around it. All around it. Yeah, I'm not good at glazing cakes, as you can see. I promise I'm not. You know, it lands where it lands, child. It lands where it lands. Let me put some on this one. So I've already tried the other piece. Y'all, when I tell y'all it's so good. It's so good. I was gonna make a different cake, right? And I told my daughter, I said, I think I'm gonna make pistachio. She said, no, don't make pistachio. I don't like pistachio. She didn't think it was gonna be good. Right? And so I said, so she don't want to have to eat it because she don't want to taste the cake being good. So she was like, now go on ahead and make this pistachio. Wait till she tastes this cake. Wait till she tastes this cake. Y'all, she at work right now. Wait till she tastes this cake. Honey. She gonna think again. She gonna think again. Because my kids, they get mad at me when I take the cake to work and give it away. So what I'm gonna do is take half of it. Half of it too. Look at that, y'all. So good. Let me cut it. Let me cut it. Cut it, cut it. So my granddaughter, her hair is all over the place. I would put her in the camera, tasting this. But she's getting ready to get her hair done. And y'all, it's all over the place. Ooh. You have to use the corner of the page. Like, let's say we're in the top left corner. This is the top left corner. You just hit them with the 2 equals 3. Where I come from. Look at that. And you can still see the, I don't know if you guys can see the steam. It's still steam coming from the cake. Look at that. Oh, wait. It's so moist, you guys. So moist. Oh my gosh. Oh! Mmm. When I tell you, you have got to try this pistachio cake. You better. And while you trying to hit that notification bell, like it and leave a comment and let me know when you try it, how you like it. Or let me know what cake you want me to try next. In the meantime and in between time, love on yourself, respect yourself, put yourself first. It's not being selfish, okay? You can't be the better you for anybody else if you don't take care of you first, okay? In the meantime and in between time, I'm out, my loves.